Yeah, welcome back to my channel. And my name is Sironke Hadidoye, and we have been looking at five most important things to know before you start your own personal business. And we have talked about you must know yourself, and you must know your business. And today, the third day, we are going to be looking at you and your business. And why you and your business is because you must first of all build yourself up, get to know more of what is more important in running a business, because your personal development is most important thing that you need to work on before you can be able to have a successful business or career that you can ever think of. So when you don't know how to make yourself be the kind of person that will fit into the business that you want to do, it will automatically affect your um, success and the achievements of your business. And that's why it's very important to know yourself and be able to work with your business that you are choosing to work on. And number one thing I'm going to discuss about is negativity. You must avoid every form of negativity when you want to run a successful business. Because Proverbs chapter 20, verse 7 says, as a man thinketh in his heart, so he is. So as you think in your heart, that's how you are going to work on, and that's how your business is going to work. And if you are always taking negativity, if you are not the kind of person that's so positive that don't see the good things about what you are set to do, it will hinder you, it will limit your race in the fulfillment of your business and your career that you have chosen to work on. And that's why you must first of all work against every form of negativity in your life. You must be optimistic. You must be persist. You must be so positive that you believe that what you have set to do, you are going to achieve it. And even there's a challenge, just always believe there will always be a way out, because everything works together for the good of those that love God. And when you are doing a good thing, always have at the back of your mind that you will escape through. And no business can grow without what you see it. The way you see it, that's the way it's going to grow. If you don't see your business successful, if you don't see your work that's going to be great, there's no way about it. You cannot have it. But when you see it, when you believe it, when you work with it, that this thing that you have set to do is going to be successful, and you put all your strength, all your energy, all your investments, is to come out the way you want it. And also another thing is to avoid unnecessary spending. This has ruined so many business. From my experience when I was growing up, I see some company that they have been working, and before you know it, everything just died down. Because why? Mismanagement of funds. When there's a mismanagement of funds, I tell you sincere truth, no business can survive. I was privileged to work with a company 1 years back, and I realized that our MD at that time spent carelessly. What is not supposed to put money on, he puts money in it, and before you know it, the whole thing begins to go down. And so that's how it is to every any other business that you want to run. You cannot run a business without you managing your funds properly. If you believe that everything that comes to you, you spend it, if you are not accountable, you can't get it. There's no two way about it. Everything that you get, everything that you work on, at times may not be everything for you. And that's why even as you as an MD, you must be able to put yourself into salary. You give yourself a salary, and that's how you can be able to manage your funds properly. When there's no management of funds, the company will run down, no matter how much you put into the business. Because the more you spend and the more it goes, you don't spend on things that is not relevant, and things that is not important. Another thing that should also be work on is slothfulness. The Bible says in the book of Proverbs chapter 18, verse 9, it said, he also that is slothful in his work is a brother to him that is a great waster. So if you are a great waster and you are slothful, you are not active, you are not hardworking, you are not putting your strength and your power in what you are doing, I tell you, you are not different from someone that is a waster, that is spending carelessly, that is mismanaging funds. So both two are very important when you want to have a successful business. And that's why we're talking about you and your business. Because why? Without you managing yourself, have discipline yourself in some aspects of life, you cannot achieve what you are supposed to achieve. And that's why you must put all these things to work. That I'm going to put all my time. Like I said earlier, that your time, your energy, your strength must be what you put into your business. If you cannot put those things there, there's no point going there at all. And anything that wants to be successful, you don't just pray and help good Father help me. You must put some things, you must put your strength and energy into it. That's what makes you to be able to achieve it. As an head, you can't say because they have opened a company, they have a manager that is managing the company, and you are sitting there at home sleeping or watching TV. That is not going to work. You must be there. When your presence counts a lot, and your presence is what makes people to even stand up and work effectively. Because some people, they will never work until they see you around. And even the manager himself that you think he committed the work into, he may not be able to achieve what you are putting into his hand, because you are the visionary. And that's what I said earlier. You must have a vision, you must have a passion, you must have a purpose for what you are doing. So you are the visionary, you are the one saying it. And most of the time, I don't commit my things to people's hand. I like to do my things things on my own. Why? Because I'm the one seeing it, I'm the one knowing what I want. And if I cannot put everything I have into it, I cannot achieve what I need to achieve. And that's why you must be very hardworking. Handworking is part of success. Don't let anybody deceive you. There's no two way about it. I have studied people that are successful. I have googled on them. I have listened to them, and I find out that everyone that ever succeeds, they are very hardworking. They commit everything into it. Their time, their energy, their strength, their mind, their thinking, and everything around them is into those things that they were doing, and that makes them to achieve. And that's what I also working on, to be what God wanted to be. And you know, God Himself is not a lazy man. Remember what God did in the creating of the earth and heaven. The Bible says He worked for 6 days, 6 good days, only rest on one day. You know, and if you can imagine someone working, let's say it's working from Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, Thursday to Saturday. So you work on Saturday, it's only on Sunday. Let's just assume that you rested. So that is the way God wants us to work. Not that you work in the morning and in the evening you sit down, or you work. You know, Bible says He created heaven and the earth, night and day. I don't know whether God worked all through the night, but He said He worked for 6 days, and morning and night make 6 days. So we should understand that, and that's why we must put all our strength and energy into what we are doing. That's the only way you can have a successful business that you are about to do. Another thing I'm going to talk about is passion about what you are doing. When you are not passionate about what you are doing, you cannot achieve the best from here. You have to be passionate. You have to put all your mind. So you must love it. That's what it means. So we are also going to look at discipline. For you and your business to be more successful, you need to discipline yourself. Discipline yourself in sleeping, the time we sleep, the way you talk, the places that you go to, party and all those things. You need to discipline yourself, because when you don't do that, it will affect your personal development for the success of your business. And that's why those are the things that you need to work on for you to be able to have a successful and desired result of what you want in the business that you want to do, no matter how small or how short the business you want to commit yourself into may be. Another thing we are looking at is overcoming procrastination. And this is one of the great personal management that you can give yourself. You need to know how to stop procrastinating. And one of the things I said, I wrote one article concerning procrastination. And one of the things I mentioned there is that anything that you want to do, that you can do today, don't postpone it to tomorrow. Do it now. And that's the breakthrough of any procrastination. Most of us will procrastinate, knowingly or unknowingly. And even myself personally, I fought it, and that's why I have to write that article those days. That procrastination, how will I be able to conquer this? And when I got to understand it, I began to research about it. I found out that the only way you can conquer procrastination is to do whatsoever thing that you want to postpone, say the few minutes or hours time, and do it now. Do it now. And that's the only way you can come out of any form of procrastination. Because the more you keep procrastinating, the more you keep delaying. And it's kind of a demon, kind of a spirit that grips on people. And the more when it gives of you, for you to be able to come out of it, it will be too delayed. It will take so much from you. And that's why you must be able to tell yourself, I'm not going to procrastinate. And you must set time for important job that you need to do, and do it at the right time that you are supposed to do it. There's no better time to do anything than now. If you can have that logic in your mind and tell yourself, no better time to do anything than now. So now is when I'm going to do it. I'm not going to postpone it to tomorrow. Anything I'm going to do today, I don't need to tell it. I don't need to wait till tomorrow. So you put that at the back of your mind and work on that. Another thing I'm going to talk about is time management, which is very important. Time management. When you know how to manage your time, you know how to manage your life, because time is the currency that God gives to us. It's the only way you can be able to achieve anything. And that's why we must set a limited time for every activity that we are going to go on in our lives. You must be able to, if one of my mentors said something, that you have to plan your day ahead, have a plan for tomorrow. That will help you to really manage your time very well. Because if you don't have a goal, if you don't have a goal for tomorrow, this is what I want to achieve tomorrow, you may not be able to plan your time very well. A lot of things can come up unexpected, but when you have already manage your time for the day, and you have success. And one of the people, those people that achieve and getting to that level, I find that they manage their time. Even when you visit them for counseling or anything, they give you time, the specific time to spend with them. And when you see that time, you see them telling you it's time for you to go. So that is one of the ways we can manage. Most time people don't manage their time. We use it carelessly. We watch movies, we go online, we do things that are not relevant. In fact, my father in the Lord said, put that time to do your work. The time that you waste to do your work, put it. Either those that they don't watch people. You are the one that you want to achieve something. The time that you will spend, that time you will spend chatting, browsing unnecessarily, that's when you invest it in your career, in your business, and something that will be profitable to you. And I think that's the best way to do things. You don't just sit down and there was a time I was, engulfed in browsing and all those things, unnecessary things, just laughing at. Before you know it, my data will disappear, and I waste time. I said, no, the time I'm going to use to do all these things, the data I'm going to use, I will put it into my homework and put it into my ministry to bless life, to change destiny. And if you can't be able to know how to have a personal management. You can be able to manage any business or any company or any place that you find yourself. It all starts from personal development. It starts from personal growth. That's the only way you can achieve the best that you can think of. We are all growing. If I tell you since centuries I've getting to the peak of life, I'm lying. I'm growing, I'm learning. And one of the things that my mentor told me is that Brain Tracy, he said, the more when you learn, teach. So when you learn, teach. Why? Because when you teach, it stays with you. Anything that you teach is part of you. So you grow. And most of the time when I'm preaching or I'm privileged to speak, I always tell people, I also talking to myself. And most time I will take notes. I thought down some certain things. You know, we are all growing. That's why we call it personal development. That's why we call it personal growth. And for you to be able to achieve the best in life, you must learn to grow. If you don't want to grow, nobody has gotten to their peak. If people that are already successful, they are still reading, they are still studying. I don't know, some of us, I don't know where we are. And most times I used to tell myself, I'm in the kindergarten. I can't stop reading Bible. I can't stop studying the book. Why? Because they are something that will be part of me, that will make me to grow to the level that God wants me to get to. So I see you at the top, and I believe that you're going to share, you're going to like and subscribe to my channel. And I want to see you get into that peak that God wants you to get to. See you, and God bless you.